verse 11 says, but when Peter was come to Antioch, how much time had gone by? They had agreed that Peter would go to those of circumcision, the Jews, right? But it seemed like in that agreement, there was malice, machination, and it seemed like John, James, and Peter said to Peter, you're going to leave the Gentiles to Paul? Well, I mean, we agreed over there, but we don't have to fulfill our promise. After all, I don't trust Paul because remember, he persecuted us and he was the one who killed Stephen. And what if he's fake, tucked among us? The point is that Peter had disobeyed the agreement and went among the Gentiles. So when Peter came to Antioch, he resisted him face to face because he was to be condemned. Because certain men came from James, he would eat with the Gentiles. There, Peter would eat with them, but it wasn't only eating, that was a companionship. Peter was searching for something more. But after those of circumcision would come near, he withdrew and separated himself because he feared those of the circumcision. Now notice Peter was the head of the circumcision. As to Peter, the gospel of circumcision. So now James is the assistant of Peter, and John was a collaborator, an advisor of that government of circumcision. So then it seemed like James was more honest than Peter. Peter has always been evil. So then Peter would hide from his assistant because it says there that he feared he would separate from them because he was afraid of those from circumcision when he was the one who headed that group. But in the same token, he was afraid of them because he had an iniquity, plans that were manifest in his head. So then it says, and in his dissimulation, he was a hypocrite. That was the first pope. In his dissimulation, the rest of the Jews consented in so much that even Barnabas, notice what happens to poor Barnabas, that was a friend and disciple of Paul. It says that they gave to Paul and Barnabas their right hand in fellowship that they go to the Gentiles. So what did Peter do to carry away the disciple of Paul? He must have said something. He must have told him, listen, Barnabas, come here. I know that you are an honest man. Listen, truly, we doubt of Paul. So why did you give him the authority to go to the Gentiles? Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't confide in Paul. And you know that I, with my shadow, would heal the sick. And be careful. Well, they led him astray. They carried him away.